brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Miami Dolphins. Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First play from scrimmage, Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
45.
Now Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee. Here's Cam Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Touchdown! Van Jefferson, 32 yards. And the Rams put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Room here to run. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Tua. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Go ultra. Hey, go Fury.
A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Check your hot read.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Shit. Check.
Here's Bridgewater. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Check. Fresno. Delta. Safe. He's crashing. He's checking crashing.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
I'm coming.
Trouble, 38.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
43 rail.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. Touchdown, Dolphins! Chase Edmonds, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Stafford going to give this to Akers. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Going right back to Akers. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Set. Get a 20.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They're 20.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Now they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
They find some open field here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
53. Nice, sweetheart.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw is Bridgewater. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Are you ready? 60 ready. 60 ready.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Man, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
Blue striker.
Bang, 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 bang. Watch twist.
Hey, check mega. Black shot.
Safety cream.
Tua on 4th down. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Sanders on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense. It is working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been.
Check. You're wild now. Check 3. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now a give to Mostert running right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I've really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. 45's the mic. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Check, 45.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They'll go again here with Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. They'll roll him out right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll run here with Akers. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to trip a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Ben Skoranek taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
7 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Bring it. Bring it.
White. Cut.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And some room to work. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
This is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
Undercrunch.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll get this down only to the 18. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here we go. Set. 45. White.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Joker.
Stafford now to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for L.A. 63 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now it's Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Stafford. The quick slant caught. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made.
Check 24, check
24. It's a run with Akers. And he will get into the end zone. It's 2 points and also a 2-score advantage as the lead swells to 9. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. from South Florida. Good night, everybody. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Arizona Cardinals and the Miami Dolphins. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Steal. Check steal.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And some room to roam now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Ready. Blue 32.
Here we go, D.
Drill green.
All day. At 25 the mic. We're going 25.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away. Quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll run again with Benjamin. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, Benjamin. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. First carry for James Conner. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Right back to Conner here on 1st. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On the run is Benjamin, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with Conner. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Let's go one more. No.
This is Benjamin. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Eno Benjamin taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
You better be afraid of me. Kill.
10 cycles.
Kill.
Check smash.
Check 52. Check your hot read. Shift. Under 10. Under 10.
Ready, go.
Two are going to hand this to Gasket. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Bridgewater. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Play action now. Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. Find out. Showing up. Check 3. Hey, switch gears.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
You got nothing.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Deuce. Out.
Hey, go Fury.
Switch. Bang.
Ready.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They run it with Benjamin. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ultra.
He don't want it. Big edge.
Hey, Red.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Running on 1st down with Gaskin. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. Hey, come on now.
Mega.
Check 13.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7.
Watch tight end. Five down. Stand up in.
Let's go. Yellow, 22.
Yep. Watch the twist. Hey, 24.
Claws red.
25's the mic. I'm coming.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. Touchdown. Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Murray now on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Murray a give. This is counter. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to run with counter. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Max Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Cards have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
shoulders. Big ass shoulders. Check hot, bro. Hot, hot. Shit. You gon' take. You got take. You got take right there. Hit the edge. Hit the edge. Come. Deuce. 52's the mark, boys. 52.
Connor going to try and run it. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, good-looking return set up here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
At 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. At me and you all day.
Tua, a final shot before half. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
We clean it up, baby.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Glenn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. Sliding out of the... And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect. Not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. It isn't normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that. Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Coach. Oh. 25.
Got a man. It's Brown. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. From the gun, Murray rolling to his right. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
47 yards on the ground for him so far.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Check.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run the counter. Benjamin. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run behind center with Connor. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Keon Crossan. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Bridgewater. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Check 50, check 50. Slam.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Big stop, let's go. Hey, 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Bridgewater. He finds his man, complete. That's Connor. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
I can't believe they even let you play.
From just shy of midfield, Tua over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here we go, set. 10 black. Strike it, strike it.
Come on, QB, come on. Deuce. Out. Switch. Bang.
Ready.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another Dolphins gained 13 yards that time and another first down.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Okay, ready?
Don't get nervous.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a first down in field goal range already.
Let's go.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
You think you gonna get this? Check 99. Check 99. Check 9. Check 9.
Here's Mostert.
Watch the shit.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll run with Mostert, and he is here. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Dolphins put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 40. This is Benjamin. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Back to throw, Murray. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On the run is Benjamin. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Six yards left on second down. To throw is Murray. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete on the deep ball. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
To get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Murray to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Come on, set. Blue 32.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. And 25's the mic. We go 25's the mic. All ready? Come on, let's go.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.